Hi, and welcome to Now Testing Products. So I thought this would be a good time to do a video on credit card and debit card fraud. With the Christmas season fast approaching, a lot of my viewers are going to be out there shopping online and at retailers using debit cards and credit cards. I thought I'd give you guys some helpful tips on how to be a little bit more safe when you're shopping. The media's brought to my attention, and a lot of your attention, about the embedded microchips that are in credit cards and debit cards being able to be skimmed. Now, I sent a couple emails out to some of the larger institutions asking them if they've heard any cases of this actually happening. And the response I got back was no, they're not aware of any cases where the microchips have been compromised. Now, whether they were disclosing what they are aware of or what has actually happened, I'm not totally sure, but giving them the benefit of the doubt, they're saying that they're not aware of any compromised situations with the embedded chips. But still, to be safe, I come up with an idea on how to make your credit card and debit card a little bit safer. Now you ask, what am I doing with a little piece of tin foil? Well, I've made a little holder that you can slide your credit card and debit card into to protect it. And what that does is it actually stops any information being transmitted back and forth between a skimmer or your card. See, what happens is if you have your card in your wallet or in your pocket, jacket pocket, somebody can walk past you with a skimmer, and the skimmer can pick up vital information off the microchip that's actually on your credit card and debit card. Now again, like I said, the banks have not heard any situations where the cards have been compromised, but the media busted this wide open that it is possible, that it could be done, and basically I think they're just trying to scare everybody. Or maybe just give you some knowledge that you weren't aware of. Either way, it has made, I know myself, a little bit more conscientious about how I handle my credit cards and debit cards. Now, up here in Canada, London Drugs actually sells little holders for about $1.50 that are basically the same as this. But if you don't want to spend a couple bucks, you can just make something like this and it'll simply do the same thing as a little card holder. The other thing you want to watch for is when you're at a retailer and you're at the front counter and you're ready to pay for your item, make sure that the debit machine, the keypad that you happen to be using, has a name on it that you recognize. Something like Chase, Wells Fargo. Up here in Canada, some of the big institutions like RBC, CIBC, TD Canada Trust, make sure it has a name on it that you recognize. If you don't recognize the name, pay with cash, because you don't know who's gathering your information. Another tip is make sure the retailer doesn't take your debit or credit card and swipe it under the counter. Ask them to always do it on top of the counter where you can see what they're doing. Never allow them to walk away with your debit or credit card. That's a big mistake. So you want to make sure that everything is always in plain view when you're purchasing a product and using your credit and debit card. Another good idea is to split up your money. You know, when you're walking through the mall and there's a lot of people walking past you and bumping you, you don't want to keep all your money in one area. It's good to keep a little bit of money in your wallet or your purse, or put some of your larger bills in your front pocket where you can keep a good eye on them in case, you know, somebody bumps you from behind and they happen to get your wallet, hoping that doesn't ever happen, but if it does, they didn't take all your money. Another thing you actually want to do or not do in this situation is when you're at a retailer and you're at the front counter ready to pay for something, don't open your wallet or your purse if you have a large amount of money in it because you're Christmas shopping, you're going to spend hundreds of dollars, because there's usually a lineup of people behind you. They're going to see what's in your wallet. They're going to see hundreds. They're going to see several 20s, 50s, whatever you may be carrying, and you may get mugged or somebody may pick your pocket. So again, it's really good to split up your money or have your money ready in your hand before you get to the counter so nobody actually sees how much money you actually have in your wallet. Now, moving on to online shopping. When you're shopping online, a couple things you want to pay attention to. First of all, if you don't recognize who the retailer is online, but you like the product that they're selling, see if they have PayPal. It's always good to use PayPal because PayPal will protect you against online fraud. So if there is a situation where somebody stiffs you and doesn't give you a product and takes your money, PayPal will give you a portion of your money back. It's better than losing it altogether. Another thing you want to make sure is that the site that you're using when you are paying, if you're paying by credit card, is a secure site. Make sure it says HTTPS. You want to make sure that it's a secure site. Very important. Another thing you're thinking about, okay, you can't find the perfect gift for your loved one, so you decide you want to send them some money. First of all, never send money in a Christmas card, in an envelope, through the mail. Big mistake. So you're asking, how else can I send my loved one some money at Christmas time? Well, a lot of people use Western Union. Western Union has fees though. Well, with today's technology, you're actually able to email money back and forth between somebody that you know. Now, credit unions at this present time don't allow free email transfer. They have what's called hyperwallet, and there's some fees attached to that, so not a really good way to do it because it will cost you kind of the same as Western Union. They have fees, but a lot of the bigger banks like RBC, they actually allow you to email money back and forth between somebody that you know in your family with no fees at all. So that's another way you may want to look at, giving somebody a Christmas present. If you can't think of any good ideas and you just want to send them money, email is a good way to do it. It's actually very safe, very secure. I've even done it myself, and I really like what banks have done with that. If you got any other good suggestions for viewers out there, leave a message down below. Subscribe to my video. I'm Steve for Now Testing Products, and thanks for watching.